So ever since Tom Holland's Spider-Man was announced back in 2021, there's been rumor after rumor after rumor in what direction the plot will go. According to insider Daniel Richmond, Sony wants to replicate No Way Home's success and bring back Tobey and Andrew to make it a huge multiverse movie yet again. However, there's a huge conflict between Marvel Studios and Sony, where Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige and Tom Holland want it to be more grounded and the villain to be Kingpin instead of this huge big multiverse movie like No Way Home. Now personally, I believe Sony should trust Kevin Feige and Tom Holland with a more grounded approach, because as fans were really tired of multiverse movies. There's just been so many multiverse movies and there's like no stakes anymore. When someone dies, they get automatically return in like the next movie or show up again, and there's no explanation for their deaths. The only explanation they do is just, oh, it's a multiverse, so it's a different universe, so it's a different version of them, so they can come back whenever they want. These multiverse movies set up for lazy writing and emotionless scenes and deaths from characters that we love because we know they're going to come back later. But sadly, Sony thinks that nostalgia bait and fan service is the answer to another box office hit, because No Way Home, when they brought back all these characters, it's the most successful Spider-Man movie of all time now. But you can't just keep replicating that over and over and over again. You have to start innovating at one point or change things up. But I think Sony should really learn from The Flash's massive flop. They brought back Michael Keaton as the main Batman, brought back Ben Affleck, all these cameos, like every cameo in the book was in that movie, but it was a massive flop. It lost like $400 million in total, and Sony should really learn about this. People really do care about bringing characters back, but if the story isn't good enough, people are not going to watch it. But also, this is something that doesn't make any sense, because if Tobey and Andrew came back in Spider-Man 4, it would be a huge disservice to Tom's Peter Parker, his sacrifice at the end of the movie. So he did all of this and made everyone forget so he could save the world pretty much in the universe. So if they bring Tobey and Andrew back, would it be like a reintroduction between the two, or would they just suddenly remember again? Again, according to Daniel Richmond, if they go to the more grounded route, it's going to be Kingpin as the main villain. But Vincent D'Onofrio claimed that he never received a phone call from Marvel or any information about the film. So at the end of No Way Home, Doctor Strange erases everyone that knew that Peter Parker was Spider-Man. Now this leaves Peter Parker with no person to rely on, or no company and tech to rely on, like Stark Industries. He can't rely on them anymore. So this really does kind of force Sony to go to the more grounded route. Like, it doesn't make any sense for them to just do these multiverse movies again, because Peter Parker is becoming more accurate and true to the comics, where he makes his own suits. He's doing everything on his own. This is really tough on Sony's end. If they want to do another multiverse movie, it's going to really feel forced, because Spider-Man doesn't have ties to any other superhero right now. Currently, after the events of No Way Home, he has no ties to anyone. Thor, any of the Avengers. No one knows who he is. So bringing in any of the Avengers in it is just going to feel so forced, like I said, and off-putting. I think the most logical person to add in the movie would be Daredevil, because he's more of a grounded character, and it would be cool to see the interactions between them two and Kingpin, like all three. Although I do believe they should make the decision to make the story more grounded, I'm a little bit worried about Kingpin's situation after the Echo show. Wilson Fisk was easily overpowered by Echo, and she's just a deaf person with, I know, these like ancestral abilities, but she easily just, you know, made him cry like a baby. It's really making me worried that they're just going to make him look weaker and weaker in every movie he's in. And this is really weird to say, because Marvel just said Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin, is just the street level Thanos. But I hope Marvel and Sony really come up with a solution very soon. But what are your thoughts? Do you agree with Sony that they should make another multiverse movie and bring back Tobey and Andrew? Or do you want a more grounded film with only Kingpin as the villain and focused solely on Tom Holland's Spider-Man? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed this type of content I do. I do polls all the time in my community tab, so make sure to subscribe and do those polls if you want to. So good night, everyone.